think so.
Add astro.
Vậy sao có ngày gần bằng chị mày sao? Dữ vậy sao? Để coi. Để chị mày coi.
What do you think this is, kiddo? A fruit juice store?
How rude! Especially since we're here to help!
Help? Oh, yes. You're the acting grandma.
That's one way of putting it, but...
Great. Tell Jean I need my quarterly tax. It's time to get Elzer on to doing the accounts again. I must say, though, the tax rate on alcohol, acting Grandmaster Jean personally goes over all the accounts. After all, the wine industry is Mondstadt's main source of income. Jean
Paimon never knew that. Jean's job is even harder than it's...
The acting Grandmaster's hard work indeed
Ngày
makes
mai
our
chơi cho
lives
chị
a
mày
whole
coi
lot
nha.
easier. We're
Đừng
certainly
mời tao
very
coi
lucky,
coi.
but...
Ngày mai mày chơi cho tao
Put it-
coi coi.
Wow! How do you...
When you put it like that, I do feel... Although, I doubt the acting...
Sounds like a poor excuse to deny Jean a free... Come on, let's go and see Jean.
You gotta try Dawn Winery's Dandelion Wine.
If I take a back alley, I shouldn't get caught buying alcohol.
Go ahead and pick up some new pieces from Schultz's
Come in,
blacksmith.
take a seat. We have a few specials today at Angel Share.
Jules from New York.
Chín.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and pick up some new pieces from
question.
Schultz's blacksmith.
You gotta try Dawn Winery's Dandelion Wine.
Take a back alley. I shouldn't get caught buying
Anything the
alcohol.
Knights can do for you?
Share secret. Maybe. Oh, here. Okay. Trade.
You see...
Mm.
Hey, look over there! She's all by herself because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. What? You mean you used to act like that too? So is this an invisible friend who hangs out with you sometimes? Or do they... Imaginary. Imagination. Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? Why didn't you just say so? So, Oh, this imaginary friend of yours. When does Paimon get to meet them? Seriously? So imaginary friends just disappear when you grow up? Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours. Hey, no way! You guys are so lucky! Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you guys could play it with just the 2 of you.
Oh, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Tone deaf bard. What are you doing here?
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make Paimon so nervous?
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some dangerous material.
Dangerous?
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's called an Ernama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while. And also, I'm testing it out for her.
Huh? What?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. Or maybe there's some other reason for it. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So you can see them?
Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler.
Do you see them? Do you see them?
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, all right then. You'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground. Let's go see what everyone's imaginary... Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed. You know, Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend.
Wait, imaginary friends can be planned?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend.
No fair. Paimon...
Flora, why exactly are you...
What's wrong with it? I always...
Friends with a flying plant? Why?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together. You gotta admit...
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some... I only found out this plant existed. I think his name was... Stanley. Stanley's an adventurer. And you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. The Amazing Adventures of Stanley are... He's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to tell you some of his
Đứa nào
stories.
vậy bay?
That sounds like a fun idea for next time.
Đứa nào vậy bay? Không biết đứa nào vậy bay?
Mysterious kid.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge?
Đứa nào chu chu vậy bay? Chu mỏ vậy hả? Đứa nào chu chu vậy?
No way!
Well, that is unexpected.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard?
Không biết chơi.
Paimon's
Không biết
freaking
chơi liên
out
quân
right
má
now.
ơi.
That thing is sure to attack us.
What say you?
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line?
Làm sao nó giống này không? Có
seriously?
liên quân đâu, chưa có chở.
Oh, alright then.
Đâu có tải liên quân đâu biết.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
Chơi giống này không? Liên quân chơi giống này không?
Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the city of freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations?
Cái này chỉ có anh yêu tao biết thôi. Ủa game này không lành mạnh hả mày? Chắc liên quân mày chắc lành mạnh à.
Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're entering.
Phải tải máy này chứ. Đâu ở đây đâu. Phải tải máy này rồi ổng đâu có tải cái này đâu sao mình biết.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
My strength still fails me.
Welcome to the adventure.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being...
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the
Throw you out?
You know,
I see no reason to...
Is that so?
Sorry.
That's odd.
Harry Won gì rồi hả?
Seems our
Harry
suspicions
Won
were
xuống hả?
right.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well,
This raises an interesting question. Let's go and... How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
uh-oh. Somehow Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary.
Cá sù mệt rồi. Cá sù đuối rồi, nay đi làm đuối rồi.
Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? So she's so determined to become a knight that she...
Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up. I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh, thanks! I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training? How can I smash all these training dummies at once? Shame. Didn't man... How can I smash all these training dummies? Shame. How can I smash all these training dummies at once? Shame. Didn't How can I smash all these training dummies at once? Shame. Didn't manage... How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
I'll catch up.
Shame. Didn't man... Ugh. How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
With sword comes shadow.
So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear as...
So modest.
Thank you,
I,
baby.
for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
Thank you, baby.
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day...
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Hilly Churl.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to
You
do
already
today.
have wife, baby.
Ugh, but I'm so honorary knight. Could you deliver a message to Jack? He's a friend of mine, recently started as an adventurer. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. He's adventuring with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot in the Mare Javari. Great! Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Ah. Uh-oh. Mhm. Noel. Big Noel. Right.
This will be interesting.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time! Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Here we go.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Incoming! Hey! Nowhere to hide. Frying pan, it's fire! Eat this!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze!
Don't be scared! Hey, go away!
feel it!
Uglay, you're up!
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, so, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she...
Oh, I see.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I, Stanley, couldn't have dealt with by myself.
You are Stanley? You are that legendary adventurer? Renowned in all of Mondstadt? Who once set foot in the Mare Javari?
The very same.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
Well, I think you're now in the safe hands of Stanley, the great explorer and legend of Mondstadt. In which case, why head back now?
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent. Let's...
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Mare Javari.
Enough already! Ugh, stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Where was I?
You and your partner reached the Mare Javari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Mare Javari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow! So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set
yes.
foot on home ground once more,
Venti can.
where the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows, and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt in the wind, that's the dream.
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the marriage is always the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Let's play! Brace yourselves!
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite! Cool it!
Don't be scared!
Dodge this! Cool it! Don't push your luck. Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Catch the wind.
No, can't. Ah! Lagi.
Dodge this!
Boba, get them! Don't blink! We're sorry, Master!
Dodge this! This doesn't look good.
Chicken. Nhiều. Lâu dữ cha. Đợi mày xong á là tao đi ngủ rồi đó.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Let's play! Time for takeoff. Yeah! How rude! Brace yourself.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. Not gonna.
Race you! Stay put!
Let's play! Yeah! Think you can get away? What? Yeah!
Uglay, you're up!
Here we go!
Stay put!
Speed of light! With sword comes shadow! Don't blink! Speed of light! Hey! Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley had...
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior. Covered in... You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea.
Please excuse me.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told anyone before. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago, they were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, Both the sword and shield are
Có
still
tiền
right
từ khi
here in
nào mà có
Mondstadt,
đủ
over in Dadaupa Gorge.
đủ người theo dõi này kia. Nó mới
Since you
bỏ tiền cho
guys
mày,
are
người
the
ta
experts
donate
at
cho
this,
mày mới có tiền.
can you come with me to try and retrieve these two I don't know. Outstanding individuals always come with... If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable... Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited. So, what do you say? Help, I can't bring myself to...
Aw, poor Jack. Let's help him out. Venti, you coming too?
I don't know.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry, there's no time to lose.
Freeze!
Gooba, get them!
Dodge this! Freeze! Don't get frostbite!
Don't be scared!
Don't blink! Incoming!
Stay put! Ready, go!
Dodge this! Freeze!
Hey, that bunch of Electros! Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely!
Get them!
Freeze!
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Lo and behold, the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Are you sure? Looks kind of basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would Hilichurls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a...
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic,
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eye. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless. Fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
You're right. You're right.
So, we got our sword. Now we just need that shield. Let's scout around. It's definitely in Dadaupa Gorge, so... Huh?
There's somebody there.
Stanley? What's he doing here?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora spouting weasel thieves passed by is all.
What? Where? I want to see.
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find, remember?
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent—
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of wood. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use this as a shield?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine barrel.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the— Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will.
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny for long. Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nicely, he'll just let us take the Shield of Magnificent Honor for free. Ahem. Excuse me, Mr. Hilly Churl? Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked— Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that.
Well...
Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all. Oh no! We ticked him off big time!
Speed of light.
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite.
Nice and spicy! Eat this! Hey! He dropped the shield of magnificent honor!
Guys, thank you so much. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary...
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a...
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh?
That's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping...
I'm starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge.
You better believe it.
Wow. Then I admire your...
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer. I'll get back to...
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I'm someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder, if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they go?
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share.
Hey, go away!
Tell me, Stan. Tell me.
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another person called Stanley?
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Meljavari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stanley? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day.
Does anyone get what's going on here?
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. the real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Madrivari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Now. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! We're busted!
Go away. Save your questions and just leave me in peace.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part—
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack. Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see.
Huh? All of a sudden, you're facing the facts?
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. He's just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is...
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all true, aren't they?
Stories? Experiences? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all, and my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his... This calls for a celebration!
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving...
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Bard!
You made it.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage. When actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's no—
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky, he was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom, and we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.